I'm Bret, one of the coaches for the Institute, and I'm here to talk briefly about the special feedback session that we'll have on the last day of the Institute. And I want to give you a couple pointers about it so that you can be thinking about it and make it really pay off for you. I said that this is a special feedback session. Let me explain for a minute about what makes it special. We've all done lots of feedback sessions or lesson plans or strategic plans, conversations with our colleagues where we share ideas and get input. And we know this is really valuable. It's valuable to articulate our ideas, to prepare some thoughts about it, and to get input from others. Plus, if we do it collectively, it's interesting to hear what others are working on. There's a problem with a lot of feedback sessions. That problem is that very often the person presenting takes up the vast bulk of the space to talk through what they're thinking about. They may take a question or two, but those questions, then they, go explain at length, and there's very little time for the group to actually give feedback. So this defeats the purpose of the feedback process. It limits the opportunity to hear new ideas, and it becomes disengaging to the listener, to the group. If you don't have a chance to share your ideas, people tend to shut down. So a group of folks that have done this kind of work came up with a solution to this, a way to create more space for the group to take part. And what that requires is the person or the people who are presenting to step back and to create space for engagement, interaction, and input. So this approach is called step back consulting for that reason. So here's how it works. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see how we'll make this work. Okay, so you'll be working in small groups where there will be 3 teams that are going to present, and each will take turns doing a short presentation. We'll have 5 minutes to do a short presentation about their project plan, their way to build equity on their campus, and to focus on a particular issue or challenge that you feel like you want some help on. So the more you can be focused, the more effective this is going to be. Second period of time, there's 5 minutes for clarifying questions. Short questions that help, unpack what the team is thinking about, what the challenge is. So one of the keys for that is asking very concrete questions and for the presenting team to keep their answers short and concise, so there's room to get in any really crucial questions. Then we hit the heart of the activity, and that's where the presenting team steps back and just listens. Even if it's sometimes hard, you want to jump in and say, but just listen and take some notes. And the rest of the group steps up and takes on the issue or challenge as though it's their own. So it thinks through, here's what we might do to address that challenge. Here, have we thought of this? We might try that. So that language of taking on the challenge as their own is really helpful in that it builds engagement and ownership, and it also kind of has more of a sense of collectivity and mutuality. So that lasts for about 12 minutes. And then there's a very short period at the end for the presenting team to come back and share their ideas. What did they hear from the group? What are their takeaways? So that's really important, kind of spurs the active listening and helps the whole group feel like it's been heard. So this is something that depends on all of our collaboration to make it work. Here's 3 things that you can do to help make this work. One is to be prepared for the presenting team to spend some time in advance thinking about what they want to focus on and what kind of help would be most useful. 2 is for everybody to think about the timing. You'll have a facilitator in the group who can help with this, help move it along. But the more everybody's thinking about the timing and making sure that folks have a space to talk, the better it works. 3 is active listening and engagement. So it's important for the group to be listening when the presenting team shares its ideas and its challenges and thinking about possibilities. It's important to then share ideas, to be creative, to be engaged, to be, kind of use all that expertise that you have. And meanwhile, for the presenting team, the whole presenting team, to be listening and taking notes on this and learning from the process. So if we do those 3 things, prepare, think about time, and listen and engage, we know this is going to be really valuable. So thanks so much for your time in thinking about this, and thanks for making this work. Have a good time.